We do know that as many as 300,000 American children are victims of human trafficking every year. Worldwide, the numbers are even higher, and many are transported on commercial airlines. In tonight's Assignment 7 report, Dan Ashley looks at how the travel industry may become a critical link in rescuing victims.
Petra Hensely was just 16 when she was kidnapped off a public street in the Czech Republic.
I was drugged, beaten, and raped by more men than I could count.
The kidnappers were human traffickers, selling their victims for sex. After 3 days of unspeakable torture, Petra jumped out of a window and escaped. Now, almost 20 years later, human trafficking is worse than ever, and Petra is telling her story, this time at San Francisco International Airport.
I have a deep desire to help others escape from the monsters who are dealing with buying and selling human beings.
San Francisco was the first airport in the country to start training employees to recognize human trafficking. Adults and children sold for sex, slave, even forced organ donations. It's happening everywhere, including the Bay Area. Congresswoman Speier says human trafficking is now one of the largest and fastest growing criminal industries in the world.
As drug cartels, they're realizing, hey, we can make more money or as much money selling young girls or young boys as we can selling dope. And you can sell these youngsters over and over again, and you can only sell the drugs once.
Incredibly, many victims are moved from place to place in plain sight on commercial airlines. They are often drugged or too terrified to ask for help. So now there is a growing call to get airlines involved. Air France was the first to step up with short in-flight videos, graphic reminders that human trafficking is illegal in every country, and sex with minors can lead to prison. Starting this fall, Delta will become the first U.S. airline to train employees how to spot and report human trafficking. A nonprofit called Airline Ambassadors is pushing other airlines to do the same.
If airlines would train their crews, we could have hundreds and thousands of eyes and ears in the air, stopping what we see as the biggest human rights issue facing mankind.
Airline Ambassadors is running this training class at the International Tour Management Institute in San Francisco. These future tour directors are learning to look for the warning signs.
You might see bruising, wounds, maybe no or little eye contact.
Some victims are even tattooed with barcodes. The students are told to gather information to report to authorities.
Your location, what exactly is going on, what the victim and trafficker look like.
Do not try to rescue. We're not in the business of rescuing. We're not professionals.
But you can call a professional anytime. Homeland Security has a 24-hour tip line with highly trained specialists. And the Airline Ambassador that it works, in just one day a couple of years ago, they reported suspected human trafficking on 4 different commercial flights. They were right every time.
And in one of those cases, it led to the bust of a trafficking ring in Boston, and we saved 82 children.
That kind of result, and just an hour of training, made a big impact on these travel professionals.
This has opened my eyes. I know that I've witnessed so many of these things before, but I didn't know how to handle it or what to do.
Why this is emotional is I feel so guilty that I didn't do anything before.
But now she does know what to do, and others are learning too. Next month, Mineta San Jose Airport will be training its employees to recognize and to report human trafficking. Dan Ashley, ABC 7 News.
Congresswoman Speier is calling on all airlines to voluntarily start training employees on human trafficking, and if they don't, she may consider legislation to encourage them. If you want to find out what you can do to help fight this crime, go to abc7news.com and click on See It on TV for a list of suggestions and links.